For other players to succeed around him. What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Well, Edwards can be so accurate, making shots look easy at times.
Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. They trail by 1. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And Minnesota has possession. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. It's Edwards on the wing. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Randall. Left side, Alexander Walker. And the baseline jumper, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
And there's James from the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Randall. Back to Reed. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses out.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And so Reeves nails both of them.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's McDaniels using his post moves to get the 2 points.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Hayes. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Yeah, excellent work in pick and roll. Now, Randall looking crafty at creating for himself there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randall. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
From deep, here's Doncic. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 7. McDaniels with it. Picked up by Reeves. Here's Edwards. McDaniels inside. Right side, Alexander Walker. Back to Reed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Reed's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
James inside. Pass to Hayes. Outside Reeves. From behind the arc. Unable to get that one.
and the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Lakers trail by 9. Here's James. James with the focus.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Edwards looking it over. Over James. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight. So it's Los Angeles now. Here's Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
High and IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Down low. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Right side Edwards. Deflected. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Randall. 4 on the clock. Blocked again!
Clock violation.
Clock violation. Great D. Lakers trail by 5. Doncic up strong. And stolen by Edwards. Now here's Alexander Walker. Drills it from deep.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Doncic. Comes up empty down low. Well, the defender stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Minnesota shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And that one misses.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
36 seconds left to play in the first half. McDaniels inside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Reed. Back to Daniels. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
To the middle. Here's Reed. No good there, off the double clutch. Up in time. Oh, he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Minnesota up 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Edwards got a piece of it. From deep, here's Doncic. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Edwards. Strong drive by Edwards. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
NBA, with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. McDaniels from long range. The long distance 3 is buried. McDaniels got 7.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
Lakers trail by 5. Here's James. Oh, LeBron got a step. Can't let him do that.
With his athletic ability, LeBron drives with purpose. He wants to put the D in a difficult position whenever he gets the chance.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And James launches it from deep. No good on the 3. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. They've led by as much as 10. Reed, good.
And how about Edwards keeping his head up and spotting the open man?
Here's Doncic. Luka on the attack.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside Edwards. Randall on the screen. Back to Edwards. And they'll turn it over.
Shot clock violation.
Get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Lakers trail by 5. Pass to Reeves. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Hachimura. Here's Hayes. Nice D from Reed. Poke loose. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Now the Lakers moving it up. And finished off by Hayes.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Randall outside. To the inside. Pass to McDaniels. Over Doncic. McDaniels can't hit. Lakers trail by 3. Double team on James. And here's Reeves outside. Pure from three-point range. Reeves has got 11 points.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
Edwards slams it in.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
Pass to Reeves for the lead. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Left side read. Wide open. Hachimura with a rebound. On offense, here are the Lakers. 2-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Hayes. And the layup is good off the glass.
Nice little draw up there from the inbounds play to get them an easy bucket.
Outside Edwards. Now here's McDaniels. Guarded by Doncic. McDaniels inside. He's off on the layup. Here's James. Count it! And one! He'll have a chance in a three-point play. It's on Anthony Edwards. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. James, no good on the free throw. Here's Edwards. Oh, and he got... fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Doncic. Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And both free throws good for Edwards. For 3, James. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He's been productive. And with 3 quarters behind. This will start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Doncic. 4-3. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Left side McDaniels. It's stolen by James.
Defensively, you always want to keep vision on the ball. Nice job tracking and coming away with it.
What muscle from James. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Just an agile move by Edwards inside, allowing him to beat the contact.
Oh, Doncic! What do you expect?
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Edwards with it. Hayes picks him up. Reid for 3. Rebound by the Lakers.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Shot's good by James.
I like how fast Bron makes decisions, reading the defense ahead of time, rising and shooting with confidence.
It's Edwards with a drive. Outside Reid. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Reeves. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And his defenses have adjusted to Austin Reeves scoring. Richard, he's countered with the pass.
Austin Reeves doesn't get enough credit for how good his handle is, how much it's improved. It's allowed for him to score, get into different places, and make these passes.
Pass to Randall. Randall with the jam.
Yeah, great play from Edwards off the pick and roll. Moving the ball around and get another guy a shot.
Now Reeves. Out to Hachimura. The 3. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Left side, Edwards. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Can you say terrific athlete? Edwards just enjoys getting deep positioning and rising up for the slam.
Oh, and Reed with a block. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. So it's Minnesota now. Left side, Edwards. Outside, Reed. Outside, Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. And they'll get another chance. Outside, Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
The Lakers in the lead. Hachimura outside. From the arc. The Lakers with another miss. Outside Reed. To take the lead. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from James. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
To the paint. LeBron fires one down.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
Pass to Randall. Outside McDaniels. Edwards with it. Hachimura covering. And here's Edwards. Tipped. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Four on the clock. Los Angeles leading by 3. Doncic deciding where to go with it.
Count it! Clutch play by Doncic. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside Edwards. Randall on the screen. From outside the arc. And he buries it. And he's broken within 2 points now.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Right, he leads plays when it matters most.
And the free throw, no good. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Now Doncic. Doncic throws it down.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset.
Timeout.
Always ready to pounce. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a 3. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
Boy, you know I had to dip set my wrist. I really earned it like it. I ain't heard about it. I ain't have more rocks to put thorough. This is still the made it rich. I really made it out of there and hate about it. That's enough to make it sick. I was laying out with the vultures. If you wanna just close motion. I've been the one with the motion. I've been the one that was chosen. Felt like we frozen. This is the shot, baby. This is the coach. Boy, you know I had the dip set my wrist. This that ride around that, drive around with them chains on my chest. This that hustle music when the hustle moving, they ride around with that. This is my go get it. We gon' go get it. We gon' go get it. That's it. Chicago.
Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here's Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Misses off the right iron.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Doncic. Out to the right wing. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Hayes misses. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Coach Chris Finch, I asked him how they plan to deal with Luka Doncic, and he said, look, we all know what Luka can do. He'll get his points, but we can't let him take over. We have to maintain our focus on defense for every minute of all 4 quarters.
Allie, thank you. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it home. He'll go to the line.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now here's Doncic. And stolen by Edwards. Randall inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Letting Randall get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
For 3, James. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Out to the wing. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Edwards. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And Doncic hammers it home.
What a critical bucket. This game could have gotten out of hand early if they allowed that run to go much longer.
Edwards for three. Doncic pulls down the board. For three, James. Counted from distance.
Just zero hesitation from James, trusting his shot.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
How about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he's still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 5. Outside McDaniels. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Gobert. Now here's DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. Big night so far, 2 for 2.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Lakers trail by 8. James, left side. And it's going to be a 3-second call. 58 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo to the paint. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum-rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now here's McDaniels. Still no points. Off target from outside. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. James, left side. Hayes with room to shoot. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
Here's DiVincenzo. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Edwards with 2 seconds left. And he lays it in. Edwards got 7 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his feet to the line.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The T-Wolves on top, up by 12. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter
Edwards with style and authority.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Gobert, no good. Lakers trail by 12. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Doncic up strong. And Doncic hammers it home.
What energy on the drive from Doncic, charging in before the defense can seal up the gaps.
For 3, Randall kept alive. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. He's got 11.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Hachimura from long range. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Randall with the drive. He can't get that one to fall.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Here's James. And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
Here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Here's Edwards. 11 points in the game. Clock at 6. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Richard at the three-point shot was never introduced. How different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high-percentage looks.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Another miss by Minnesota. Lakers trail by 13. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And Minnesota has possession. Edwards is doubled. McDaniels from long range. The Lakers with a rebound. Here's LeBron. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. James has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Pass to Randall. A minute 53 left in the second. Over Hachimura. Here's McDaniels. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them...
Whoa! Are you kidding me, LeBron?
This is classic LeBron, leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Concentration off the charts. A chance for LeBron James to add one more.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. 1:10 left in the first half of this one. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, special move before that shot. DiVincenzo's got 10 points in the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
He's got a lot of weapons, but a sharp one is that little pull-up game. It's so dangerous.
Oh! Edwards packs it home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And here's Doncic outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Outside Reed for 3. Hachimura with a rebound. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. 6-point game. DiVincenzo with it. 10 points for him. Outside Reed. Drops in the 3. got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Fires away from way out. Oh! From long range.
What a shot.
You can't guard that. That is unguardable.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by... Six. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Lakers trail by 6. Doncic left side. Pass to James. Hachimura sets a screen. James with the ball. Randall's in his pocket. Shot clock at 6. James outside. Misses the 3. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Inside, left side McDaniels, fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. McDaniels got his second bucket of the game. Doncic outside. Luka, get off me!
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Here's Randall. Soft touch off the glass. Randall's got 6 points.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Lynn. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Edwards looking for an opening, and they double up Edwards.
Encouraging to see Doncic hustle like this on defense, wanting to make an impact and doing just this.
Here's DiVincenzo. Hachimura with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And they double up Edwards. And rejected. Doncic with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Minnesota on D. Pass to Lynn. Over Randall.
Yeah, staying right on the ball there. Randall with a nice shot contest, making a difference at both ends of the floor.
Reed with it. Here's McDaniels. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. McDaniels up top. Nice shot by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 12.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Doncic left side. Hachimura sets a screen. Doncic with it. Randall's in his pocket. Just 5 on the clock. James can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 3. Randall outside. Down low. Here's Reed. It's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. 5 points in the game.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
To the inside. And he jams it home with authority.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Hey, it's James slamming it down.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. No good on the free throw.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
And his defenses have adjusted to Austin Reeves scoring. Richard, he's countered with the pass.
Austin Reeves doesn't get enough credit for how good his handle is, how much it's improved. It's allowed for him to score, get into different places, and make these passes.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 12. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. LeBron on the break.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Here's Hachimura. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. That takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Timberwolves. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. They lead by 1. Pass to DiVincenzo. He buries it from 3.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Hachimura outside. Going inside. Here's Lynn. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Randall left side. The baseline, James. Again, the Timberwolves score.
And yeah, Randall is absolutely a threat from in between. Something the D has to recognize and adjust accordingly.
James outside. There, LeBron for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
It's James on the wing. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
Look, the moment he gets it anywhere near the hoop, look, it is over. Just too much strength, too much touch, either hand.
The 3, Randall buries it from 3. Randall's got 5 points now this quarter.
When you look at how they've come out in the second half, it's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
DiVincenzo can't hit. Lakers trail by 4. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's the 3. And it's James with the 3. James has got 15 points in just the second half.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy lives for these moments.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Clock at 6. And that bucket makes it 6 for 10 in the contest.
Oh, a rugged competitor. Randall's teammates trust his ability to make plays in big moments.
James inside. Outside Reeves. The 3. Doesn't go that time. McDaniels with some nice D. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here he goes. That's it. Coming off an assist from Randall. And now a 7-point Minnesota lead.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
First team foul.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Right side Reed. Randall outside. For 3, DiVincenzo. Hachimura with a rebound. Lakers trail by 5. And here's Reeves outside. That shot missing.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. So it's the Lakers now. James outside. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through that matters most.
Edwards.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. James, right side. Oh, he got it! He got it!
Who else but LeBron could pull that off? Keeping his cool and delivering his clutch.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
Back to Doncic. Missed it! Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Here we go. Now here's Edwards. To the left side wing. Out to DiVincenzo. Launches it. No good on that one. 7 for 12 now. And James has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. On the break. Here's Randall. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, terrific transition hustle from Randall. Getting out there and completing the fast break.
3 on 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. It's good! Edwards, what strength!
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
And the basket is good.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Outside Edwards. Outside to Randall. Back to Edwards. Randall outside. 5 to shoot.
Inside, you have to try something to stop Randall. But he gets physical right back and draws a good shooting foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Now Los Angeles with it. Now Doncic. Here's James. Oh, two misses. Point from the King.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
Out to DiVincenzo. And Chris Finch has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
Lakers substitution, number 2.
And it's out of bounds. It's Minnesota.
Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball.
Reed in the post. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. And it's good.
So tough to keep him in front of you. He's always playing on his front foot, using that first step.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Reed. Randall with it. Here is DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. It's Minnesota. And the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to James. Just 4 to shoot. It falls!
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
Edwards for 3.
At this stage of the game, it is so hard to keep your composure. But credit his unwavering focus right there.
Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Hey, can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. Here we go. And here's Doncic. Driving to the basket. Luka flying in for the jam.
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot.
Reed for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into it.
Team foul.
Here's James. And he drives in. James gets to the rim.
With his athletic ability, LeBron drives with purpose. He wants to put the D in a difficult position whenever he gets the chance.
Here's Randall. It's Hayes with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 4. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
It's James on the wing. Over Edwards. Can't connect from 14.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't touch them with that mistake.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Edwards with it. Now Doncic defending. Here's McDaniels. Lays it up and banks it in.
And how about that? Keeping his head up and spotting the open man.
Doncic outside. Six on the shot clock. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Edwards has got 7 now in this quarter.
Wow, Edwards almost makes it look effortless. Like the whole team wasn't holding their breath right
Second
there.
personal foul. Second team foul.
James inside. Pass to Reeves. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And that one hits the back iron. Outside Edwards. To take the lead. Kicks him. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. James goes in.
Felt like he was angry. Is he okay? Man, he got the table shaking over here.
Lakers foul. LeBron James. Fourth personal foul.
So the first one drops. And that narrows the gap to 1. Good on both.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Gifted moving the ball. Luka is one of the best passers in the league.
And Minnesota with possession here. Here's Edwards. Pass to Randall. Back to Edwards. Now here's McDaniels. Oh, he buried the 3.
Ooh, a clutch bucket. A defensive stop now could be all it takes to clutch the win.
And that one goes out of bounds. The last touch by McDaniels. James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Hayes. Wide open look. Good! And Chris Finch has called timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, guys. How do you see him managing the next possession?
Down 1 with just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
Puts it up off the inbound. Oh, get that out of here.
I know I'm the good one. Because I won't just straight inside. Lost my way inside. Out, that's where I go. That's all I know. Okay, okay.
deserve to die.
Keep the bag, King Walker.
Let's go, 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 get some money, they playing. I told her take this and stop playing. I'm tired of buying jewelry, finna buy some land. They still trying to figure out who I am, who I be. Talking to the weed. They say money talk, put diamonds in my teeth. I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet.